Title: The Tether. 2 photographs on a single A3 plus sheet of 340 GSM cotton rag paper. On this landscape-orientated paper are 2 portrait-shaped images of a woman. To the left, a close-up of the back of her head and shoulders wrapped in a traditional Ukrainian scarf patterned with red roses and cherries. The scarf covers her head, is wound around her neck and tied at her nape. The wide, creamy white borders with long wool fringes cascade over her shoulders. The scarf has been darned in matching wool in the white border. To the right, against a mid-green background, a head and shoulders portrait of a woman stares forthrightly forward, her dark eyes solemn and full lips unsmiling. She is wearing the same scarf, and in this view the raised peak reveals a glimpse of her dark brown hair above her forehead. The folds of the scarf wrap around her neck, and the long fringing stands out against her black vest. Story: Olenka's inheritance from her grandmother is in traditional Ukrainian clothing, and she found it a challenging process, deciding which pieces to bring with her when emigrating to Australia from Canada. All have blessings and wishes woven into them. They were alive, and it didn't seem right to leave them alone, behind. This is Baba Oya's huska. There is meaning in the patterns and colours, the way it is worn or tied. You must maintain peak at the top. It's wrapped around the neck and tied at the back to keep the warmth in. The wool is fine and so thin now. Last year, Olenka noticed a hole. Her mother-in-law, who understands how precious this fabric is, offered to mend it. Olenka was really torn. It was a big thing to have another hand active in the weave. There were important implications to consider. Would mending it interrupt the blessings woven by the maker? Olenka described this scarf as a tether to her family in Canada and further back to her heritage in Ukraine.